welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you're all doing well and good. For today's video, I'm just putting my moisturiser on now. For today's video, I am doing a Home Bargains makeup testing video. So when I was in Home Bargains the other day, I actually was obsessed with the range that they actually had. They had such a good range. So for today's video, following from the last video, I thought, you know what, I'm going to do it. I'm going to test out their makeup range because they actually had such an amazing range, like I keep saying. So I'm just moisturising my face now. I need quite a lot of moisturiser because I've already filmed this video. Like near enough got to the end of the video and I just wasn't feeling it. I just wasn't feeling it at all. Not because of the product, just because of myself. I don't know what was wrong with me this morning. I felt just gloomy. Like I started filming the video and I just wasn't enjoying it. So I got myself a coffee. I had a bath, got myself a coffee, and then I'm now using the Revolution Hydro Boost. I've mixed them together now. So I've got myself a coffee. I've also got myself some onion rings, which are sat right here. I'll show you in just a moment. They are from Iceland. They are TGI. I'm not actually allowed TGIs, but I'm allowed these onion rings, which it's a bit strange. So I'm not allowed the actual TGIs when you go and get it from the restaurant, but for some reason I'm allowed these from Iceland. So I've got myself some onion rings and I am trying to be healthy, but it's Easter weekend, so happy Easter, guys. You'll be seeing this on Easter Sunday. But yes, I hope you guys all have a lovely day, spending it with family, friends, your loved ones, because at the moment the lockdown restrictions like starting to lift, so you can now meet people, 6 people outside in gardens, parks, things like that. So yeah, I'm actually obsessed with all the stuff I've got. I have put it on my face like an hour ago, but you can't really tell. I wiped it off literally after 10 minutes after doing it, just because I just wasn't feeling it. So this is generally just a first impressions video for me on Home Bargains stuff. I've got a full face, so I'm super duper excited. I am going to start with my eyes today, just because I started doing my eyes before and I just wasn't, I don't know if it was the app, I don't know if I just wasn't feeling it. So I want to start on my eyes today and then do my base afterwards. But yeah, if you guys would like to see me testing out the Home Bargains stuff, just keep on watching. First thing I'm going to do is I am going to do my eyes first. So I am just using the Olivia Hale concealer I got from Home Bargains. I absolutely love this packaging. I think it looks super bougie, and it was like £1.99, so that is amazing. So I'm just gonna use this as my primer, and the shade of this, I'm actually really obsessed with it. Look at that, that's actually really nice. Just use a sponge I got as well from Home Bargains, which actually isn't so bad. I've damped it. It's just this one. It is the Lab 2 Live and Breathe one. Does anyone else do this with the packaging? Because I seem to always do it. But yeah, it's quite a nice base. I feel like it's taken away my redness. The palette I'm going to be using today, as you can already tell, I've already dipped into the gold. And this is such a cute little palette. I actually really like it. But I did look before and I just wasn't, I think it was me. I don't think I primed my eyes very well, so I'm going to give it another good go at first impression. I'm going to take this shade here, this little brown shade here, and it's quite a little cute pans, and I'm just going to start on my outer corner and just blend in. I kind of just want like quite a natural neutral eye. Before, when I was doing it, I was going to go for like an all glam gold. I tried out the gold, but now I'm just not feeling it. I just want a glam natural eye, just to feel a bit more natural. Just because when I'm at work in the week, I don't really wear makeup that much, but when I do, it's very natural and I actually am obsessed with it. I just feel like at the moment, as I'm getting a little bit older, I'm only 21, but as I feel like I'm getting older, I'm kind of liking more of the just like a natural look on my eyes and more of just natural makeup. I don't know why, I just feel like it just complements. Sometimes I'm into like an all full face of makeup, like, literally like everything, contour, cream contour, but the last week I haven't used cream contour at all. I've just not been using it. I just don't know whether it's because like I just feel like I just want to like be more natural, but I've never had anything done to my face or anything like that. It's just when I wear makeup, that's when I feel a bit like unnatural. So I just want to like try and be as natural as possible. And that is such a beautiful shade that is blended out so nicely. Oh my god, I didn't really use the palette before. I just was swatching the gold shade, but oh my god, that is so beautiful. That's blended out so nicely, and this was like £1.99. All of the stuff that I bought was like between £2, which is amazing. I don't know whether to use this shade just because it's like just very lightly. I'm sat here saying like you want to do like neutral, but I'm a very pinky person, so let's give it a go. It might just add like a nice tone to it. How are you guys doing? Hope you're all doing well and good. It's now Easter weekend. Hope you're having a nice Easter break, or if you're still working, I hope you're all doing well, working hard, earning that dollar. But yeah, it's soon coming up to April the 12th, where you can go and have like beer gardens outside and things like that. And I am, to be honest with you, I don't think I'm that bothered. I think it depends on the type of person you are. If you're used to like before lockdown going out all the time, I'm just like excited to see my friends, like to spend some quality time with my friends and just do like go on days out that you can't usually go on at the moment. I'm excited for that. I actually really like that. That's really like pretty. This is why I wanted to do it first, because I didn't know whether it'd have a lot of fallout. I don't want to do a full face and it have a lot of fallout. So yeah, I'm not really bothered at the moment. I'll use my micellar water to clean it up underneath. But yeah, I actually really like that. It's not chalky. It's really blendable. It's really pretty. And I'm just going to do a matte eye, like fully matte. Like I'm going to use both the shades that I use and just put it all over my lid. Just because I quite like that look at the moment. Wow, I actually really like this eye. And then I'll do like a shimmer in, like a highlight in my inner corner, just to highlight. I'll use my micellar water with a little micellar water, my little thing I got from Home Bargains, and then a little cotton pad just to clean up the outside of it. I actually love this though. As you can see, my face isn't doing the best at the moment. Again, honest to God, I don't know where I'm going wrong with it sometimes, because I do all the skincare and then it seems to always act up. I don't know whether it's because I'm getting too many baths or what. I need to stop touching my face. But like in the week, I don't really wear makeup for work. I only really wear it at the weekends now. I wore it one day last week just because I really fancied it. I don't know what it was. I just proper fancied just some makeup on. I just felt a bit gloomy on one of the days and just fancied some makeup on. I'm just putting some more of that Hydra Boost under my eyes, just where I've wiped it off with the micellar water. It'll all come together. I just look a bit crazy at the moment, but it'll all come together, I promise. Now what I'm going to do is my primer, but I am going to mix my primer because I did put this on my face before and it was a good first impression, but I wouldn't really, for instance, necessarily use this sort of primer. So I'm going to use this in my T-zone, which I usually would. I usually use the e.l.f. Putty Poreless primer in my T-zone. It's got the same sort of feel to it. And then I'm going to use this around my face to moisturise, just because I don't want to have a bad first impression. I want to do what I would usually do. I haven't used my Poreless one in a few weeks, but usually I would. So I am using the Prime Magic W7 primer and it comes out purple. So I'm just going to use this in my T-zone, but don't worry too much. Before, when I put it in my T-zone, it like dissolved in my skin, but it's like a camera, it says camera ready, but I think it's like a boost to like balance your face out, like a colour balance your face. but it is really moisturising. It's just, I feel like I need a little bit more moisturising, and I want to give everything a fair go. So I am just going to use a bit of the MUA one just on my forehead and in my cheeks a little bit, just because I don't want to give this a bad impression. But so far it's just really moisturising. I'm going to use a tiny little bit of this, a tiny little bit on a brush. Not a lot, like literally one little pump, just to use on other places of my head, just because I don't want to, I do have quite dry skin. What I'm going to use is my foundation, which is a BB cream, and it is the Olivia Hale BB cream. I also do have the Olivia Hale foundation stick, which I may go between, but first I do want to try this and see how much coverage it does have. So, and it comes as a little pump, so I'm just going to put this all over my face. It does look very orangey, so I might use the stick just to like balance it out. But I'm not a BB cream person, but I did buy a foundation, and I'm going to be honest, they had foundations in there, but they were all classed as matte, and I'm not a matte person. Like, I don't really like matte foundations because I have dry skin, so I wasn't going to buy it. But I did buy a foundation, but it was the wrong shade. Like, I had to give it my sister, and it was only £1, and it came with a brush. Oh my god, it's actually alright. I might add a bit of the stick in a minute just to add lightness. It was just like, it was too dark. I think I still have it on my hand here. Look at the shade difference. It was just way too dark. Like, this isn't the correct shade for me, but they didn't have a lot of shades. I would say that about the foundation in Home Bargains. If you do have a darker skin tone, they don't have quite that much of a good shade range, which I would say that they need. I would say that they need to like improve on. I'm just going to see what it's like with a brush. I'm just going to use my Morphe brush, my foundation brush, just to see how it blends. I've added a bit more just for the coverage because it is a BB cream. So I'm not going to expect a lot of coverage from it. But with the sponge, it's not coming out with the best coverage. I feel like the brush though, look at that compared to that side. It has done really well with the coverage. I do have a concealer to use, but I do want to try this stick one. So I'm going to put this underneath here. That is such a better colour. Just to lighten up that bit of my face, just because I don't have any cream contour. So with it being a bit of a darker shade, I could class the foundation as a bit of a cream contour. I actually feel like that stick foundation, it's actually really good coverage. I might actually use this as a bit of like highlighting, just because the CC cream. I'm also going to use the concealer, but because they're all seem to be quite lightweight, it doesn't feel heavy at all. It doesn't feel heavy at all. I'm trying it with both. I'm such a person. I quite like the brush at the moment, using a brush for my foundation. I'm going to be honest, I'm not really a fan of this. I really will just, this is £1 and the Real Technique sponge is £6, and I'd rather pay the extra £5 because this just is absorbing all my product. I am now going to use the concealer I used to prime my eyes, under my eyes. I actually really liked the colour of this on my eyes, so we'll have to see how it does on under my eyes for coverage and things like that. I'm super excited just because I am always on for a dupe. Like, I am loving the e.l.f. concealer at the moment. I'm using it over my Too Faced one, which is very unlike me, but because I'm getting to the end of my Too Faced one, I feel like I need, and it's drying out, so I do need a new one. But right now I'd rather just try different ones and see which ones I like. Try new ones. I'll blend this out with my brush. That's actually blended really nicely. do my forehead. So at the moment I am really into watching TV series when I come home from work, and I've got really into, is it Ginny and Georgia? I am obsessed. I watched a YouTuber and now I watched a YouTuber the other day, I can't remember who it was that said it, and she said that she was obsessed with Ginny and Georgia, and then I saw it pop up on Netflix and I was like, I've got to give that a go. I really do have to give that a go, which I'm so glad I did because I'm obsessed. I'm literally obsessed with it. I am literally constantly watching it at the moment. So the minute I stop filming, I will be sat down in my pyjamas watching this. Okay, so to set my under eyes, I'm going to be using the Olivia Hay translucent powder. It looks a bit like this. I love all the packaging. I think for the price of it, they've done really well with the packaging. It is all plastic, but it's just so nice. Like the shades, the colour, I just love it. So this is a translucent powder. Just comes like this. And it is very white. I'm a bit nervous. And you just take the little lid off like that. I'm not a fan of that. I thought, is he a stick? So there's no way to like pour it out of there, which, why put holes there if you can't pour it out? Like there's no sticker to peel off. So I'll just put it in this here. It's quite a lot. And then I also did get a new Power Puff, which is the Real Techniques one like this. And this was from Home Bargains. And it was £1. Like, isn't it amazing? And then I'm just going to use this under my eyes. I'm a bit scared about this powder just because it's very white. I know it is translucent, but it's coming across very white, and I don't want like a ghost moment, James Charles moment. So let's just hope it's alright. I just think my under eyes look very dry. Just like my face is, since I've done that, I know it's only been a minute, but since I've done that, my face just feels so dry. And for some reason, which is really weird, if you can see, my makeup's like rubbed off here. Like there's no makeup here. That's really weird. Let me see if I can blend it. It's just like rubbed off here, which is really... The next thing I'm going to use is the Olivia Hale bronzer. I think this is the brand that they have in there then. So they did have the W7, which I'm going to use in a minute. But the majority of it was this Olivia Hale, which is good because they had quite a big selection. But this is the main brand that they had in there, like a big selection. They didn't have a big selection of the W7. I have watched, is it Olivia Bowen from Love Island? Does she promote W7? I think she did, but I actually really like this shade. It's quite a nice warm tone brown for a bronzer, so I'm just going to give this a go. Just do it very lightly. But so far, with the products that I've used, I'm actually really impressed. I might have to blend my eyes out just a little bit more here, just because I feel like now I'm starting to put my makeup on. It looks very chalky. But we'll see how it gets on. It's building up very lovely. I just don't want to do it so much when you get like quite a bronzer. They sometimes come on really chalky. So if I do it light-handed and build it up, I'd rather do that. Put it up here. I've started to put my bronzer just here, just because I've been watching more YouTubers recently and they just put it here. They don't put it like all up here, which I actually started to notice. That's why I feel like my when I do like cream contour, it doesn't go on very well. I'm also going to do this with my eyes, where I might blend it a little bit better. Really like that. I actually don't mind that at all. It's actually quite a nice shade. But yeah, I'm watching Ginny and Georgia at the moment, and oh my god, I am obsessed. Also, they're both everyone in the show is absolutely stunning. But oh my god, I'm actually obsessed with it. It's such a good storyline. Like, I'm only on like, I think I've got like 3 episodes left, and I'm just become so obsessed with it. Like, I don't want it to end. I really hope they bring another series out. But the guy in it, the mayor, I've seen in so many programmes. He was in The Heart of Dixie, is it called? With Rachel Belson of the OC. But I love watching TV series. It generally is my favourite thing to do. I'm literally constantly watching TV. The next thing I'm going to try is the Olivia Hale blush in Rosy. I really like this shade. This is the normal shade that I would usually use when I use blush. Peach tone blush. So I actually really like this. And when I opened it, it's got a little brush at the bottom. So I'm going to give this brush a go. It's not really do very well at blending. So let's just scrap that brush and just use this brush. See, a Real Techniques blending buffer brush, and just use this to tap off all the extras. Wow. Where's my sponge? Because this picks up product, so let's just hope it takes away some of this product, just because it's so pretty but so pigmented. Wow. Just not use a lot of it. I would suggest if you do get this, just not to use a lot of it, just because it's really pigmented. But I actually really like that, and that was literally £1 again. Like, I'm now going to use highlighter, which is the W7 Glow Motion Extreme Eyes Shimmer Highlighter eyeshadow. This is classed as an eyeshadow. I didn't realise this, but I'm using it as a highlighter. With the colour of it, I wouldn't really say it's an eyeshadow. Because I could put it on my eyes. I might try it on my eyes now I know that it's an eyeshadow. If I can get it open. There we go. I don't think that looks like an eyeshadow. Hello, you can see me in the mirror. But that looks like a highlighter to me. But let's give it a go. I'm going to use like a little fan brush. See if it blends well. Like a really nice champagne colour. It's very natural. I think I'm going to use the spray that I got. So I got the Olivia Hay setting spray. They had quite a lot of shades of this. Like, this is the translucent. This is like just in a black bottle, but they had quite a lot of shades. Like, they had a gold shimmery one. I was like, use a little bit now. Oh my god. That is stunning. That is absolutely stunning. I'm obsessed with that. And I wouldn't really say mustache. I wouldn't really say that is a highlight. I wouldn't really say that's an eyeshadow. I'm going to try it on my eyes actually now. It says it's an eyeshadow. Let's try it. I'm actually going to try it on my eyes now. I know I wanted a matte look, but because it says it's an eyeshadow, I'm going to give this a go on my eyes. So use my finger. Oh my god. But that is stunning. I do think I prefer it as a highlighter though. I don't think I'd reach this to go on my eyes, just because I think it looks quite dry in now. So I'm just going to take the little palette again just to fix it, just because I'm not that keen on it. But what a good little what a good little thing, like a highlighter. I do prefer it as a highlighter, I think, over an eyeshadow. And if you can hear someone talking in the background, it's just my sister on the phone. So, sorry about that. Yeah, the next thing I do is my eyebrows, which... Okay, so I did my eyebrows before in the testing video when I was doing them before. And if I'm going to be honest with you, the thing I bought, I can't find, there it is. I wasn't 100% of a fan of it. I'll tell you now. I wasn't a fan at all. I don't even want to use it. It's crap. If I can say that on here, it is crap. It's just, it comes up like this. And they have quite a lot of shades. But just the formula is just not good at all. It doesn't draw anything on. So I'm not going to use that. I'm not even going to bother using that because it just doesn't do anything. I'm just going to use my MUA one just because I want to give this such a good review. When I did those eyebrows before, I'm not going to lie, they were terrible. So I'm just going to use my MUA one just so that I can give the eyebrow, the eyebrow gel a good review because I don't want to give it a bad review because of the eyebrow product that I used before. It just wasn't good. It just, you'd draw it on and it just wasn't showing at all. There was no show to it. Like, there was no pigmentation at all. It was like I hadn't drawn anything on. And I want to be able to give the other one a good review with my normal eyebrows that I would usually wear. So that's what I'm going to do. And to be honest with you, out of all the eyebrow pencils I've bought recently, this is my favourite. The MUA one. I think it was like a couple of pounds. And it's just really skinny. I really like it. I do really still want to get the Benefit one in my colour. Just because I really do like that one. Just because I really do like that one. But just at the moment, I really like this one. I probably will stick this one. But I've tried the MUX one before, but a few years ago. And I didn't really give it a good, I didn't really try it properly. So I do want to try that again in one of my next videos. In like a testing video of just trying MUX makeup. Just because before when I did my eyebrows, they didn't look anything like that. So now I'm going to try the Olivia Hale eyebrow gel, which looks a bit like this with the wand. And I actually really want this to work just because when I was looking for an eyebrow gel on, I think it was either Superdrug or Boots, I couldn't find one. And it was so weird because in one of my videos I had to use my Benefit one and I just couldn't find an eyebrow gel. And then to think that I went into Home Bargains and found one, it's very peculiar, but wow. It's got quite a nice applicator. It's really small, so it's dead nice. The eyebrow gel, they had different shades as well as the eyebrow pencil, and they did have it in a clear one, which I do think I'm going to get next time I go in, just so I can stock up on them, just because they're so cheap. And that I actually really like that. And the next thing I would need, I actually really like that. It's really nice. And then I've only got two more things to try out, which is my mascara and my lippity doodles. And okay, I'm going to my lips first. And the lip colour is not my vibe at all. And I know I say this a lot, and I do have a lip liner to match it because it's just isn't me at all. This colour isn't me, but I'm going to try it. Going to try it for the video. I'm going to see how I like it. I may add a brown on top of it, but we'll give it a go. So I'm going to use my Beauty Bay lip liner just to line my lips. As you can see, the lip liner, this is the colour. It is. Sorry, I really can't talk when I do this. Colour that is going to be, and it is this Mega Matte Lips W7. So it's got a vibe of the MUX creme, are they called creme matte lipsticks? It's just the colour isn't me. Like, this just isn't my colour, but we're giving it a go. Like, we're testing it out. You never know, I could fall in love with this colour. I don't think I will, but you never know. And then I'm just going to use my Fenty lip gloss because I feel like I need something on these lips because they feel dry. And dry down the colour a little bit. I'm not a fan. I think I'm going to have to wipe this off and put a colour on that I actually like, because I don't want to give this video and the other products a bad view. But for me, it's quite a nice product, don't get me wrong, it puts on very well, but the colour isn't for me. It isn't me at all. I think it makes me look, I don't even know. I'm back, and this is the colour I decided to use. I use my Too Faced Melted Matte in the shade, where's the shade? Sugar Cookie, and I like it so much better. I don't know, I think the other shade just wasn't me, was not for me at all. I'm just not that type of girl. Like, they didn't have a very good selection of lip products in there at all, so I would recommend to them getting some more, because they didn't have any. They only literally, in the one where I live, they literally only had those. Maybe in the ones that you get where someone else, maybe in a different area, they may have like more shades, but literally the only shade that they had in my area was this, and I'm just not a fan of it. I never will be. Yeah, just not my vibe. And then the last thing I need to do is my mascara, which is Forever Lashes by W7. It looks a bit like this. I'm gonna use this on my lashes. No. Is it even doing anything? Sorry, I'm coming a bit too close up and you can see the reality of this makeup look. But is it even doing anything? I'm not using that. I know it might be a bit dramatic, but I'm sorry. If I'm going to wear eyelashes, that could be for someone who's more natural and loves the natural eyelashes, but that was not for me at all. It wasn't doing anything. There's nothing there. So there we go. And this is I use my L'Oreal Last Paradise one. I'll do the, there we go. See, so much better. I'm actually really impressed with the overall finished look of this makeup though. I do feel like my highlighter looks like I've been on the moon. You can probably see me from the moon. But I'm actually really obsessed with this look. I actually think it's so lovely. And it's so nice. I'm just going to brush my hair. Just got only like 2 weeks until I get my hair done, guys. I'm so excited. I'm thinking of cutting it to my shoulders. So it's quite long at the moment for me. So I'm thinking of getting it cut to here. Just because I can't handle long hair. I remember I had long hair once, like really long. And I could usually nearly sit on it and I just couldn't deal with it. So yeah. And guys, this top that I'm wearing today, I'm obsessed with it. It is from George Astor. I am thinking of doing like a George Astor haul because I got 2 tops like this and the fabric is so lovely and so amazing. So yeah guys, this is the end look and view of my makeup. I do have quite a good review of them then. I do think I quite like some of the products. I didn't like some of them. I did like some more than others. But yeah, I actually quite recommend going to Home Bargains and giving it a go. Filming these videos for you guys. I'm loving the support on all my videos. I see all the messages and all the comments that people have been leaving me recently. And I've been getting some comments in my DMs just regarding like they love all the support, so I've actually really appreciated it. I love filming these videos. It's brought my confidence out in me so much. I actually can't even explain to you how much it's brought my confidence out. I've wanted to do this literally for years, and then I'm so glad that I did it. I am so glad. So yeah, I am super excited, and I really appreciate all the love and support. So yeah, I hope you liked it. Give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe down below to see more videos coming up soon, and press that little bell to get some notifications. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one, and I hope you all have a wonderful happy Easter so much, and I'll see you guys all in the next one.